I know you see the big mess that I have right here on the table. There's actually a very good reason for that. Recently I got into airsoft and I got into it like hardcore to where I got like overly obsessed with it. And everything I'm going to show you here is not real. They're all toys. It's all for entertainment, all for, for fun, having great times. But let me show you. This was one of my first ones. Doesn't have a tip on it right now or a barrel end, but this is my ARP9. They're one of the first ones. It's just stock, nothing on it, just besides like a MOSFET. This was my main one for a while, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's like really short at the end right now. The reason being is because the part that was on here, my tracer, my big tracer, is actually on my other gun right now, and my other one that I'm gonna show you. But yeah, this is it was one of my main ones. Got a laser, flashlight, full internals, hair trigger, longer stock. So this was my very first like full build, and I still run this here and there. I just used it last weekend. We do go every weekend, every Saturday. Last weekend we went Friday and Saturday. But let me show you my main one now, the one that I run every single game. This is my AAP01 built internals, some internals. I have a M4 adapter mag. I was gonna go with the M4 adapter mag on the front, but all my guns are front mounted, so I went with the different one this time. Connect the line to it, kind of just like paintball basically. I carry a tank on my back, connect the line, and I just run this for the whole day. Tracer unit, internals, upgraded hammer set, a bunch of internals. I like this one because you can actually do full auto, but obviously in indoor fields they don't let us do full auto, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But again, this is my main loadout. This is the only one that I use. The SMG I'll use for the first match, then I'll put it away, and then I'll take this one and then I'll play it for the rest of the day. But that might change, and let me show you why. The reason why I have a huge mess here is because I've been working on something. A lot of people know, but I do a lot of 3D printing. Like the guns that I showed you right now, they're sitting on gun stands. Those were 3D printed and designed by me. Now, this one, I don't know if you can tell. It looks like a paintball gun. It's not. It's not a paintball gun. This is an M4 stand. I use this for my gun. This attachment, my sight, my red dot used to be on my main SMG build. I swapped it over to this one now. And my tracer unit used to be on my SMG build, but I swapped it over to this one. Let me tell you a little bit about this. It took me about let's say like a month and a half, around like 5 weeks for me to complete this, and it's not even fully done yet. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to get it figured out completely. But basically, here in the back, you can remove this. There's actually a compartment for my AEG battery. So this is not gas, or it's not air, HPA. It's actually still AEG. So this became a stock to where I can now use it as a stock, sit perfectly on my shoulder, or on the side like a paintball gun, so I can get a little bit more tucked into the corners. But this is more so that I can see my perfect red dot. Let's see. Motor, I kept the stock motor. I was running a high torque one, but it was having some issues. It was grinding over, like just grinding too much. This one is as well a little bit, but this one was just giving me issues after issues after issues. So I swapped it out for the stock one. It seems to be shooting a little bit more consistent now. I do have a adjustable trigger on these. An adjustable trigger. Um, Hop up by gate. I do have a gate Titan MOSFET in here that I put in myself as well. That was very expensive, by the way. I think it's more expensive than the whole build. Version 2 gearbox. Custom barrel by me as well. I took one from the stock one, like this one. This one's actually supposed to get cut as well, but took a stock one, cut it, and I made this short one instead. And here's the remaining from that. What else? What else? I decided to keep a rail up here for attachments. Mainly only a sight. I won't be running anything else. I might actually take off the sight and put a GoPro instead, because then I'll be able to get my gameplay. Full skeleton upper receiver, so you're actually able to see through here, and you're able to see the mags. Fire selector on this side. I had to get customized because the stock one actually didn't fit. It's got some vented air holes on the side for the motor so it doesn't overheat. Now the best part about this, right? In AGs, you're not supposed to let your battery stay plugged in. Well, with this one, I designed it to where it actually can. So we'll go ahead and put the 11-1 battery in here. I'll go ahead and connect it. So there's that battery here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the compartment that's built on the rear. Throw it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and set it here, twist, and now it's ready, right? Wrong. So right now it's on safety, which actually that's another thing with the Titan. I was able to take off all the selectors and then just put it in semi. So whether it's on safety, full auto, or semi, it's only gonna shoot on semi. So battery is connected, right? It should be shooting. Well, right now it's on safety, doesn't shoot. Pressing the trigger, it's not shooting. Semi, not gonna shoot. What about full auto? Still not gonna shoot. Now it's 11 p.m. so I can't make too much noise. But I'm gonna turn this on, and then you're gonna hear a little beep, and then you're gonna know that it's on. I'm not gonna shoot it, but you're gonna see that it's on. Listen. See? Now it's on. I can't shoot it because it's pretty late. But basically, what I've done is I've designed the back plate. So I took off the rear stock, removed the rear stock, designed a back plate for it, and I made it to where it now has a switch. So if you push the switch to the on position, it turns on. Turn it off, it's not going to do anything. Now that is the main reason for this build, to where I never had to unplug this battery, because it's not drawing power to the gearbox. As long as this button is off, it's not going to run power to anything. So the battery can actually stay in here connected without issues. Now I'm working on redesigning this bottom part again, to where I can have a port here to where the battery port or the battery cable comes out, and I can just plug it in, kind of like a phone. I'll just plug it in and then it can charge in here. So this will never have to come off unless you need to replace the battery, which it's not really likely, but I mean, your battery could burn out. But that's where we're at. This is exactly why I got into this for. I would really love 3D printing, but once I got into this airsoft, I mean, you can see for yourself, it became something that I really enjoy. And fully customized. Nobody has this because obviously, I built it myself. I printed it myself. I did a lot of things myself. So this is where we're at right now. I tested it. It does shoot. It's not really consistent, as in like the shots will curve to the right a little bit sometimes, but they will like really curve, and other times it shoots pretty straight. So I still need to diagnose like problems like that. I'm thinking it's the barrel, because I cut the barrel, but I did chamfer the top, so it shouldn't be the barrel. Nozzle alignment should be fine. Hop up should be fine. So I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. Maybe the bucking. The bucking might be the problem. I might be able to play around with it, because I think what's going on is the hop up is pushing down on the right side of the BB, which is causing it to spin to the right and, shooting to the right. But that's a problem for another day. Now, I only play indoor, so I don't really need this to be like precise, long range. Maybe like any 20 to 25 feet max is what I needed to shoot straight. Reason being is because we play indoor, and there's a lot of barrels, a lot of stuff that really prevents you from like really shooting far. And I'm a really close combat person, so I don't really care that it's not shooting straight farther. I only care between 20 to 30 feet. And so yeah, I haven't tested this in game yet. I'll be testing it this Saturday, but I'm very happy with how it came out. And like I said, this is where we're at. Stay tuned and hope to actually get this to a better place. Which, I mean, it's kind of hard to, because it's already perfect. The only thing that I need to change is to add the port so that I can just charge it without having to take the battery out. But again, this is where it's at. Now, let me show you one last thing. I'm gonna take the tracer off. And I made this to be like a really short barrel. Main reason was because I run pistol a lot, so I didn't want this to be very big. So I'm gonna take this off camera, or I think you could actually see it when you were on camera, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna go ahead and thread this on. Now my objective wasn't for this to be what's it called, tracer. That's another thing that I'm working on right now. But if I run this with just regular BBs, I've built a dragon head. So there's actually a dragon head. I probably, let's see, yep, right there. There's a dragon head. So it's just, makes it a whole lot more cool if you're just in the game and people are seeing your gun. They see a dragon head. Now I might eventually put some LEDs in the eyes, red LEDs, and I'm working on trying to build a hop-up unit that has integrated tracer unit. So I wouldn't have to thread the tracer unit, this one. I wouldn't have to thread it at the front. You wouldn't need this anymore because the hop-up, which basically curves your BB, would have the tracer unit integrated. So it would basically draw power from the battery, and it would just continuously shoot tracer units without having to have a tracer unit up here. So I could just run the dragon head, and I can do anything. I can do dragon heads, I can do anime characters, literally anything, as long as I can just redesign it to go in here. And yeah, and if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, see where this is gonna end up at. See how far I can take the design, because I'm actually really happy where it's at. The white, it's not going to be white, it's actually going to be black, and it's going to have a, I don't know what color, but it'll be a band, because there's two different pieces back here. But yeah, if you like it, again, comment, share, subscribe. And once I get to 1,000 subscribers, by the way, 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away one of these. These are not cheap at all. The MOSFET alone is $150 just for the MOSFET, which is the Gate Titan version 2, which basically allows me to connect it to my phone, and I can change rate of fire, I can change trigger sensitivity, I can change a lot of things. So again, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna go ahead and be giving one of these away. So go ahead and subscribe, and you might be lucky enough to get one of these. 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 people. It's a slim chance, obviously, but I'm not asking for you to buy anything. It's just go ahead and subscribe, and you have a chance of winning one of these. And you can also come play with us. We do play in Sacramento, California. If you'd like to play with us, we play every Saturday. So go ahead and hit my My socials, Izzy_2V on Instagram, and yeah, thank you again, and this is where we're at.